I'm Tom from DIY Life Tech, and this is a look at how to donate cryptocurrencies to Ukraine to support humanitarian relief as well as their war efforts. So there's a lot of scams out there in the crypto world, and certainly during wartime, that's just intensified. So it can be hard to figure out, how do I safely, responsibly donate cryptocurrencies to support the government of Ukraine. And the best way that I've been able to find, at least through my research, is a donation directly to the government. Yesterday, they actually legalized cryptocurrencies officially and set up frameworks for regulating them. So they're thinking long term beyond the current conflict. But the most reputable thing I've been able to find is the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine. If we look at the domain name here, it's donate.thedigital.gov.ua. So that .gov.ua is really important here because it's indicating that this is an official Ukrainian government website rather than something set up independently. That said, it is supported by Everstake, FTX, and Kuna, so there's definitely, they're not going it alone, they're using some existing providers. And basically, this is a way to donate, as it says here, crypto to Ukraine to support people in their fight for freedom. We'll talk about what that means. But essentially, you can pull up any of these and get the address that you can then use to transmit crypto. So these are their different wallets, and you can see you can donate in a variety of different cryptos. You can donate Bitcoin, Ethereum, but also Solana, Dogecoin, and some of these more obscure ones, as well as Tether. So if you have Bitcoin, if you have Ethereum in your wallet already, you can easily donate those. Again, just click here and you get the wallet address you can send those crypto coins to. You can see they've already raised $56 million through this specific effort. Reportedly, the government has actually raised over $100 million. This is probably reporting just the amount that's been raised through this system. There's some various endorsements on here. I think the most important thing is I was able to see some endorsements from actual ministers and government officials in Ukraine linking to this website using their official Twitter account. So that's, again, a vote in favor of this being legitimate. You can go to the FAQ here. And of course, one of the questions is it legit? There's a little bit of information about that. If you're wondering how is this money going to be used, what it does say here is all funds raised through this effort will go directly towards aiding Ukrainians. The donations will be used to help the armed forces of Ukraine as well as Ukrainian civilians in dire need of humanitarian aid. So, that's something to be aware of here. It sounds like what you donate will be used potentially for military action as well as humanitarian relief. Some people may be more interested in one versus the other, that's something to keep in mind here with this donation. You can also, if you do make a donation, use the hashtag #HelpUkraineWithCrypto to spread the word about this website. And again, $56 million is a pretty substantial amount for government to raise using crypto. You can certainly search for other places you can make these kinds of donations. The challenge is, of course, you want to be, again, aware of any kind of scams that you might face. And this does seem to be, again, from my research, the most legitimate way to send funds directly, as long as you're comfortable with it potentially supporting military action and defense as well as humanitarian aid. If you go outside of this system, then be aware that there are a lot of scams right now, and you want to make sure you're donating to a legitimate charitable organization or organization within Ukraine, and don't be taken advantage of by scammers. The other thing to keep in mind here is that this is an active war effort, so anything you do donate, there's not a lot of visibility into exactly how those funds are going to be used. We can go and again see the FAQ. It gives some general ideas, but it sounds like the funds are being used, on the ground in, again, a pretty urgent situation. So I don't know how much, specific oversight there is of the use of those funds. Obviously, proceed at your own caution, but probably if you want to support the Ukrainian state, donating directly to their government, as this site, again, donate.thedigital.gov.ua appears to allow you to do, is likely the best strategy there. Anything, again, comes with risks. I can't advise you on how to invest your funds or whether to purchase crypto. There's also an ability to send cash here, it says, to the National Bank of Ukraine. I can't vouch, again, for the absolute certainty that this will be used in the ways you expect, but certainly of all the research I've done, this seems like the most direct way to send crypto to the government of Ukraine.